No, I got other channels. So when I'm facing systematic racism, one thing I understand very clearly because I was listening to this weird guy on the internet called Dr. Boyce Watkins is I understand that systematic racism is highly conditional upon the system to which you've committed. Systematic racism is something that is dependent on the system that you're choosing. It's like walking into a building. If you think of a system like a building, if I go into a building and I say this, the air in this building is poisonous, that doesn't mean all air is poisonous. That means the air in that building is poisonous. The air in that system is poisonous. That is an oppressive system, but that does not mean you have to be in that system. So boys and girls, boys I'm talking about in particular because it's the black male that's really getting his ass kicked right now financially. The black male must learn how to develop alternative systems or to identify alternative pathways that include the word options so that he knows different ways to succeed. He has to have a Swiss Army knife, a whole collection of different ways to make money. All right. That's why we talk to our kids about keeping their poise. POISE, producer, owner, investor, saver, entrepreneur. He needs to know all these things and know them very well. Know them. He needs to know how to start a business as well as he knows how to dribble a basketball. He needs to know how to make an investment as well as he knows how to run the 40-yard dash. He needs to know how to get together with his boys and his friends and his family and create something where nothing may have existed before. He needs to be able to see wealth in all of its forms. The same way a quarterback can see different defensive schemes, he needs to understand that the ultimate defense is the defense they have that's blocking you from the success that you deserve. There are so many talented people. There's $1 trillion worth of talent in our community that never gets explored, never gets fully developed because the only way that talent gets exercised is if a white person decides it's going to be allowed. I talked to a young lady one time at a HBCU, and I remember she was really talented at art. And she would draw these, she would make these beautiful artistic layouts but it would be like something interesting. It'd be weird. It'd be like a Nike ad. And I'd be like, why are you making Nike ads and you don't work for Nike? And she would say, that's my dream. I want to be able to do marketing for Nike. I want to do advertising for Nike. And I said, that's cool. That's a nice dream. I said, but so you're telling me that the only way you'll get to explore your talent as an artist and in your talent in advertising is if Nike decides that you're going to be allowed to do what you do best, right? Like you're literally sitting there on $1 million worth of talent, and it's not going to be activated unless Nike decides that they want to hire you for a job. And then at that point, they're going to be able to extract all the benefits that come from your talent. I said, I think you might want to think outside the box a little bit and realize that if you are an advertiser or if you are an artist, that is what you are, regardless of whether or not Nike ever hires you. That's what you are. So the challenge for you is not to sit and wait by the phone for Nike to call you.